Once upon a time, in a small village, there was a man who lived a lonely life. He didn't have many friends, and people often wondered why. When asked, he compared friendship to a diamond, something rare, expensive, and often counterfeited. Friendship is like a diamond. It's rare, expensive, and there are many fakes. If you made one mistake, then a second and a third at some point, you would say there are no real diamonds in the world. There are only fakes, the man explained. Another man added, a friend is a person to be valued and cherished. But unfortunately, there are rarely friends in life that you can really value. The man shared a sad parable about the friendship of a boy and an apple tree. A little boy became friends with an apple tree in the forest. The tree was big, with lots of fruit and leaves, branches everywhere. It stood out in the middle of the forest. The little boy used to spend hours and hours with the apple tree. They would talk. He would swing in its branches. He would eat the delicious apples. He imagined himself to be a real king in the forest. When he got tired of playing, the apple tree would shelter him from the sun, and he would fall asleep in its cool, peaceful shade. The apple tree put all its faith in this honest and sincere friendship, certain that nothing would get in the way of their relationship. Time went by, and the little boy grew up and started visiting his friend the apple tree less often. He started having other friends, new things, and new interests, but sometimes he went to the apple tree. One day, he came back, and the tree noticed that he was upset and asked, "My friend, you're so upset. What's happened to you? You don't play with me anymore. You don't swing on my branches. Where's your fantasy of being king of the forest?" The melancholy boy replied, "A king must have money, and I don't have any, and neither do you." The cheerful apple tree suggested, "I don't have any money, but I do have apples. Take the apples, sell them, and you'll have money, and you'll be my good, happy friend again." So the boy plucked the apples and left. He sold them and didn't go back to the apple tree. The tree waited for a long time, looking down the road where he always came. One day, a little older, he appeared and was once again unhappy with life. The apple tree, missing its friend, asked, "Why did you take so long to come back? I missed you so much." "Unhappy," the boy replied, "because I have too many problems. Everyone has a family, children, and I can't have my own family because I don't have a house. So what's the point of our friendship if you can't provide me with a house?" The apple tree, wanting to help his friend, replied, "Yes, I can. You cut off my branches and build yourself a house the way you want it. Then you'll be happy again." He cut off all his branches and went off and built himself a house, then got married and enjoyed life with his wife and children in the house built with his friend's branches. A few years later, he returned to the apple tree and again complained about life. "I've had enough of everything. I want to sail somewhere peaceful on those calm seas, but to do that I need a boat, but I don't know where to get one." The apple tree remained silent, looking at his friend. The man gladly took his axe and swinging it several times, he chopped down the trunk of the apple tree to make it his boat. And when he had succeeded, he left satisfied and without even looking at the poor tortured stump. Left by his friend, time passed and the frequent rains watered the apple tree stump. The sun warmed the ground around it. Wild animals climbed on top of the stump to rest, but none of this cheered the apple tree stump. The stump no longer saw any meaning, and what it used to value more than anything else in the world no longer mattered to it. But one fine day, the stump sprouted a green shoot, and before long it had grown into a beautiful young apple tree, full of strength. And so the apple tree began to live again, to learn and to enjoy each new day. But one day, a little boy full of energy and joy approached the apple tree and said, "Hi, are we going to be friends?" The apple tree felt all its branches shake and said no to the little boy. Now the apple tree was very frightened and no longer believed in sincere and honest friendship, preferring to live alone in the forest. The story serves as a reminder that it's not always easy to trust people, especially if we've been disappointed in the past. Sometimes experiences make us cynical, but it's important to remember that we've all been an apple tree for someone at some point. If you meet someone who seems to have no friends, remember that there may be deep-seated reasons for this. Perhaps they have been an apple tree for others many times, and now find it difficult to believe in honesty and sincere friendship. Empathy and understanding can make a difference, as we all have our own inner journeys and struggles. If you identified with the story of the apple tree, share it with others, and subscribe to the channel for more motivational stories like this one. See you next time.